Hello everyone. So, we're going to be doing a lot of puzzle solving in this part of the walkthrough. I suspect it's going to be one of the more watched parts since the puzzles we solve here are a little bit tricky the first time you play it around. So let's get started. Right now we're going to solve the book title puzzle. If you played Nancy Drew Legend of the Crystal Skull, it's kind of similar to that puzzle in which you have to pull various books in a certain order to open up a compartment. So we found this list in Ellie's workspace the second time we snooped through. If you haven't snooped through a second time, you need to do that because it's not available the first time you snoop through. And these are various clues to which book you need to pull. So the first, I can't talk. The first book you're going to pull is The Condemned Elephant's Name, and that's Topsy. The second book is V equals IR. If you looked at Mason's whiteboard, V equals IR you'll find is the it's Ohm's law. So Ohm's law and circuit analysis will be the second book you pull. Tesla's Good Friend you can read in the book in Nancy's locker. That's actually Mark Twain. So you would pull Mark Twain third. Element number 74, just look at a periodic table. That's tungsten. The tungsten divide is your fourth book. The incorrect radio patent holder, that's also in the Tesla book in Nancy's locker in her bedroom, just right over there. And you'll find that the incorrect patent holder was Marconi. So you want Marconi's transatlantic quest. The 1893 Columbian Expo site is found in the book that's right by the 3D printer in the lab. So you'll find that it's Chicago. And then Sagramore's Fellow Knight is found in the book on Ellie's desk. Sir Lancelot from a Connecticut Yankee, I believe. So that's Guinevere and Lancelot. Woohoo! And then here's a secret compartment, find a notebook, and a second audio diary from Niko. I'm gonna go ahead and...
What was Niko working on? Is this some sort of code?
Of course it is. It's a Nancy Drew game, so we're gonna have to solve that. I'll do that right after I look through or listen to this audio diary.
Friday. The hours have gone negative this week. The news of the announcement has gone far beyond what I wanted. I've lost control over it, and we're not ready. Gray's been helping me comb through all the unsuitable work. I've had to step up my own security. I can't be too careful now. The mood in the lab has been tense for a long time, but there has been a shift. A sudden calmness to my enemies as of late, as if they're planning something. Paranoia has always come creeping into the back reaches of my mind when I stretch myself too far, but I've not been overextended. Quite the opposite. Everything has been going smoothly with the energy project. This, I fear, isn't paranoia. I find myself unable to trust anyone here, but I can't leave the work, not until it's announced. There's electricity in everything, but we don't know how to see it because we perceive it to be scarce, always looking for exotic solutions. Exotic and costly. Victor once warned me to take it easy with the announcement. The world economy is built on expensive energy. To flood the market could cause a collapse, but to continue to hide the resources we have, to deprive those who need them, I see why Tesla liked his pigeons. They fly only where they're directed, and never question the effect the beating of their wings will have on the skies and the world below. Lately, Ellie has developed a peculiar interest in my latest work. She actually asked me what the entire process might sell for on the open market. That type of question seems completely inappropriate, and is very worrisome. I think I may have to look into her finances. I can't have anyone on this project overly motivated to make a quick sale. As unfair as that sounds, it's a security problem.
Easter egg opportunity, I believe, if I do this right. So after you listen to that audio diary, he mentions the pigeon. You want to press this button 8 times. Maybe another? There we go. Woohoo! Easter egg. There are definitely 2 more Easter eggs, I believe, in the game, but they haven't been found yet. And I'm certainly not going to find them because I'm not one to experiment with finding Easter eggs. Because they can be very random.
That's done.
Okay, Niko's notebook. Let's go ahead and solve that in here. It's some kind of code. If you recognize it, it's binary code, so just go look. If you go look at the poster that's upstairs. I'll just go ahead and show you that now. But you did use the binary code poster to solve Brady's computer. But if you go look at this poster, that'll tell you all you need to know about the binary code. So for instance, 9, you have 2 shaded in red. So 9 is going to be these 2 shaded in the middle. Same thing for 6, you have the 2 ends shaded. So for 6, the 2 ends are going to be shaded. And so on and so forth. You can use the chart all you would like, but I'm just going to go ahead and solve the entire puzzle. Oops, my bad. Where are we? You know what's super depressing? I could have had my, I'm in a show, or I was in a show, and if it ended up being canceled, so if I, was in that show and it hadn't been canceled, we would have had a performance tonight, but whatever.
Play every 5th letter above on the coil. Okay, I'll give that a try.
Alright, so what you need to do is go ahead and circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 5th letter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Alright, I'm not going to do that whole thing because it's not necessary, but...
Check.
Sorry about that little blurb about my show, but it is very depressing, but, you know, that's how theater works. If you're not into theater, then, oh well. Sometimes shows are canceled, I think. That's the lesson you can learn from that little random blurb. Alrighty, so if you circled every 5th letter, you'll find the notes to play on the piano. If you're not a musician, I am a musician, I play the piano, so not really an issue for me, but if you aren't a musician, you can also Google piano, or on Mason's whiteboard there's a little diagram with all the note, letter names, and all that stuff if you're not into it. So, solution for this.
What's this?
Alright, so this tells us to illuminate a black light under the glow. That glow is referring to the big Tesla coil in the lab. I wonder if this will let me check this off now.
Haven't done that.
Okay. You know what, when I'm not doing a walkthrough, I'm just gonna go through the entire lab and see what I did not look at in order to check this off for the task, because this should have been checked off a lot earlier in the game, but I have no idea.
That's done.
Alright, so you're gonna need to find a black light, which can be found in Ryan's workshop, So we're going to need to switch it to daytime. And then... And again, I did... I'm sorry, guys. I just... I don't know why. I go on the elevator unnecessarily. Hopefully when you're playing your game you don't follow me for every single step, because sometimes I'm wrong. Anyways, so... Set it for daytime. Alrighty, what time are we at? 10:57. Okay, so we're good on time. I don't think we can talk to Deirdre about anything, but let me just make sure. Sometimes you can ask her to do something random.
What's up?
I found the keycard that accessed the lab the night Niko was killed.
Where?
In the office Mason and Ellie share.
Does that mean one of them did it?
It could. I need more.
Then find more. Is this one of those things where you're talking to me because you're worried about blowing your cover, so you're not asking them?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're buddies like that. I mean, I do know, and we're not. Solve this case on the quick, please, because I do not want to write a billion-page paper, thank you.
I got a text from Ryan. Did you give my number away?
No. I did post it online, like a whole bunch.
What? Why?
Because I assumed it would be hilarious. But don't lecture me or anything, because my dad already did, and that totally counts. Ryan must be good with computers, because that was a while back. I am frankly surprised it took you this long to figure it out.
I just found another video. This time it shows Gray entering the lab right before Niko died.
Get a handle on things, would ya? I've already titled my report, Occam's Razor at Work. I like that title. It seems A-worthy. So stop having these kinds of trouble.
Do you have any idea how I can figure out what's really going on in the video?
They've got a lot of gadgets there. Maybe there's something that can analyze it? Problem solved. You're welcome.
Someone knocked me out and locked me in the photo lab.
That is the least shocking thing ever. You do realize that, right?
I suppose that's what I get for calling you with this problem.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you should volunteer at one of those neurological study places, because you have been knocked out a lot, my friend.
I'll keep that in mind.
Maybe not the safest place to keep it, in your case.
I'm a little stuck on the case.
And you called me? That's a bad sign.
I better get going.
Hanging up.
Oops. Reduce stress, bang head here. If you haven't noticed that, I think that's hilarious. I also think, I don't know, this is my theory, but that weird knocking noise we heard on our door, I feel like that was someone just banging their head here because they're super stressed. So, I mean, I don't know, that's my theory on that, but you never know. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go talk to Ryan.
Hi.
Wait, never mind.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up the black light first. Because if you had chosen that conversation option with her, then it would have taken us
Black
somewhere else.
light. This might be what Niko was talking about.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up first, and then go do the conversation.
Well, that was quick.
I think there may be something weird about the security video from the night of the murder. Could you take a look at it with me?
Yes. This track is something Niko had me add, so the security video could also do double duty as a data set. He liked tracking the ebb and flow of the electrical current throughout the year. It meant something to him. I've heard that theoretically we could... Wait.
What?
Right there. And there. Let me get a closer look. It's true. There are breaks in the signature. This video was tampered with. Someone followed Niko into that lab and edited themselves out of the tape. I'm pulling this off the network before...
What just happened?
That footage must have been flagged. Whoever killed Niko knows what we just saw.
Where are you going?
Anywhere but here. If you're smart, you do the same.
Thanks for the help, Ryan. Okay, now I really don't know what to do.
Security breach in Tesla coil lab. Warning.
Ooh, security breach. So, what we're gonna do is go to the lab and figure out who's tampering with the coil. And my mouse is not working. Or really my touchpad thing on my laptop is the mouse.
What are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
This might come as a shock, but no one wants you lurking around here. Why don't you just leave me to my work?
I'm not lurking. What's that?
Wait, stop! Someone's activated the machine! You have to shut it all down! Please, hurry!
I need to find a way to turn off all of the power.
Alright, so here's the little power thing again. It's not as simple as going diagonally across like it was in the beginning of the game. You can have little hints here if you're on junior, or not junior mode, that's what it used to be called, but if you're on amateur mode, you can have little hints here, and it'll tell you, like, press this switch first, or press that switch first. But if you want a spoiler, here it is. You want this one, and this one, and this one.
There! Got it!
Thank you! I appreciate that!
Who could have turned that on?
No clue! Look, maybe we can keep this between ourselves, okay?
What are you doing? Nancy, we should have a talk. Come on. Nice job. You saved me some paperwork back there. It's unfortunate that we couldn't be meeting under better circumstances. It wasn't exactly fair of me to ask you to take on such a large task. It looks like your ride is going to be a little late. Get settled in the lounge and, please, don't touch anything. I'm going to need all of your passes and keys. Where did you even get this? No, I don't even want to know.
What's going to happen next?
Snow clears, you leave. I leave, hire a professional next time. Killer gets found, killer goes to jail.
So what's your next step with the investigation?
I'm sorry if I've been anything but crystal clear. I want you off this case. Completely. You've caused enough trouble here.
I better get going.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we totally just got kicked off the case. In most games, that normally means that you did something wrong, but apparently, in this game, that is completely expected.
That's done. Did that. Check.
Alrighty, so... it's 18:35. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. So I will see you guys later.